Hello, everybody, and welcome to the talk with myself, Merelin. Wow. This has been like a long time coming. This moment feels so surreal, but I just thank God we are here. Hey, this is officially episode 1 of the talk with Merelin, previously known as the Mary Show, right? So the reason why I decided to continue on this channel is because I want you guys to see the growth, that we have done in the past. Is it 2 or 3 years? It should be 3 years. 3 years, probably going to 4, because with the Mary Show, I think it was 2020 when we launched. Honestly, I just came back because of what I was feeling inside. I know a lot of people would say, oh, Merelin, there are so many podcasts in Zimbabwe now. Why now? Why are you doing it now? But it is because I feel like I have a purpose to fulfill, one thing that people do not know is that I did not even go to school of journalism for this, but I am here, it's a God-given talent. And there's this one time I was praying about it, and I was talking to the Lord and asking him, what is my purpose? Because I've been feeling some kind of way, what is my purpose? And when the year begins, you have your goals and this and that. To be quite honest, this year has been like the ghetto, right? I wrote down my resolutions. I wrote down that I want this podcast to happen. Guess what? We are in July, end of July. Next week, we will be in August. And still, I haven't done anything about it. In fact, with all my resolutions that I had written down, I literally did not achieve anything. And I was praying about it to say, God, what is happening? What is happening? Is it because I'm not deserving, or my prayers are not hitting hard enough? What is it? And then I just went back to the drawing board. I wouldn't say the Lord really came to me, or I heard a voice saying this and that. I just said to myself, purpose. And then I asked myself, what is it that I can do just like that, without even thinking about it, without even, going like an extra mile to do, and I thought, no, I can use my voice. This is it. This is the talent that God gave me, and I want to use my voice in this podcast. So be sure to engage in inspiring conversations, enrich conversations, testimonies. I want to inspire someone at home. I also want to inspire myself. We go back to purpose. I was just watching this other podcast. This lady, she was saying that you need to work and fulfill your purpose. So as I was thinking about it, she went on to talk about how we doubt ourselves. You know that this is what you want to do, but there's that feeling, or there's doubt, of which this is something that has always been like at the back of my mind. And people will ask, Merelin, do you doubt? I mean, you are confident enough, what is it? What are you lacking? There's that voice that will be telling me, maybe people will not really, they won't be receptive of your podcast. So she was saying that she went back to scripture where Jesus was saying, was teaching, and he gave a parable where he was saying, when you cast out demons, that demon will go away from your body and it will just look for a place where it can just stay. And if it does not find a place, it will continue roaming around the earth until there's a time when you let your guard down. When you let your guard down, guess what happens? 7 more demons will come back and stay in your house. So I thought to myself, before starting this podcast, I knew I wanted to start a podcast, but I had doubts, thinking, oh my God, is it even going to work? I had fear. Is it even going to work? Is it going to, are people going to receive me well? We're going to hit the numbers, a lot of things. But guess what? I overcame the doubt in 2020. We had our first episode of the Mary Show at the time. Guess what? As soon as we had about 1 or 2 episodes, on the 3rd episode, I was like, you know what? This is not working. Let us not do it. And 7 more voices came back to me. Imagine, it has taken me 3 years to come back on YouTube and claim my space or claim my place as a podcaster. So it means that 7 more voices or 7 more demons had come to me. And on top of doubt, I had fear. On top of fear, self-sabotage. On top of self-sabotage, procrastination. On top of procrastination, lack of confidence. A lot of things just came to my mind to say, okay, girl, what are you doing? What will you want to be doing here? You understand? So all I can say is I am back and I am trying very much to overcome that. I think I have overcome it because finally I have decided to take the first step. To all those who have been watching my vlogs in my other channel, thank you so much. And I know that some of you have come from that channel to here. Thank you a million times. Just be ready to be inspired. Be ready to listen and watch rich conversations. Just let me know which personalities you'd like to see here. Let me know the topics that you'd want us to touch on in this podcast. Just take me as your friend, take me as your sister, take me as your auntie, take me as your daughter. I am so ready to do this, and I can't wait to engage with you all who's watching. I can't wait to, just do things with you guys. I'm so excited about it. I mean, this was so impromptu, partly because, as I've mentioned, I had been procrastinating, and just last week I was like, no, you know what, this has to happen, and it has to happen today, which is today, Friday. And look at me now. So I'm not here for long. I'm just here to introduce the talk with myself, Merelin. Thank you so much. I know you guys are definitely going to support me. One thing also that I got to understand, this was the day before yesterday, instead of thinking that the universe is conspiring against you, why not think that the universe is doing all it can to make sure that it works with you and it works for you? Yeah. And it just got me thinking. I was telling someone about this podcast about it. I think it's been months, and I was telling them, listen, I'm looking for a venue to come and do this podcast in another city. I need a venue. So can you just find people who you can talk to and find out their charges, this and that. And he said to me, oh, hang on. Let me talk to someone I know. You know what? Within 2 minutes, he came back with a response to say, hey, Merelin, we've got the green light. I've spoken to my friend. He's got a nice place. He said you can come through. And it then got me thinking, as I was listening to this other lady the day before yesterday, when she was saying that instead of thinking that the universe is conspiring against you, why not think that the universe is actually doing its best to make sure that your dreams do come true? And I was like, I spoke to this person and I told them I need a venue, and they were like, no, it's okay, you can come through, just like that. So wow. So that's all I'm going to leave you with today. Just be positive and think that, you know what, everything is going to work out for the good, and everything is actually the universe is giving you exactly what you want. I never thought that this was going to be difficult, honestly. Like, I'm having a difficult time trying to explain things to you, but it's all right. I mean, the first cut, and I'm thinking, the first cut is supposed to be the deepest. Now look at me. Anyway, thank you so much for clicking into this channel, and I'm hoping that you're going to stay, and let's make a date next week. I'm working on getting some guests. Please let me know who you would want to see, who you would want to engage with, and we can make this happen. Thank you for watching. Mwah.